Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. As you can probably tell, my throat has been acting up a little bit. I don't know what happened, I don't feel sick, it's just my throat. But we're gonna go ahead and power through this video. So in this video I wanted to talk a little bit about the dilemma with Copenhagen because there's kind of a little interesting thing going on with it that I thought I would kind of shed my opinion on. So we'll go ahead and get into that after a word from our sponsor, GamerPay. This video is sponsored by the best CS marketplace out there, GamerPay. GamerPay is my favorite market for a lot of reasons. Firstly, as you can see here, you can easily compare prices on GamerPay to popular low-price marketplaces like Buff. You'll notice that a lot of items on GamerPay are actually significantly cheaper than they are on Buff. When you select an item that you're interested in, GamerPay will give you a full rundown of the seller and how fast they deliver, as well as a very transparent breakdown of what you're actually going to pay for the item. And yeah, that's right, 0% fees if you use the GamerPay wallet. Seriously, GamerPay's fee structure is immaculate, and with GamerPay Elite, the fees are even lower. So if you're a big hater of fees, then GamerPay is definitely the site for you. GamerPay also has a large amount of options for sellers, allowing you to even make your items follow the Buff price of your item, so you can make it a lot more passive, especially if you have a large quantity of items. And if you've ever wanted to check out an item without having to open CS, you're in luck because GamerPay lets you inspect people's shops in 3D. Alright, wasting no time at all. As many of you are aware, Copenhagen 2024 has been out for a little while now. We still don't have the sticker sale, which is kind of weird. The main issue is that Copenhagen stickers released really late. They kind of released right when the major actually started, which was very unusual, and it was likely due to a lot of the signature stickers having a lot of problems and a lot of pro players sort of causing problems for Valve by submitting third-party signatures. We did already talk about this though, but that's just to catch you up. So now we come to sort of an interesting crossroads, and Copenhagen starts to pose a lot of questions, especially on the investing side of things. Most people's reaction to Copenhagen has been pretty negative. A lot of the stickers are just really lackluster, and it's yet again another borderless year, and by now a lot of people are pretty burnt out of that. So on the demand side of things, Copenhagen isn't exactly on the same level as something like Paris or Stockholm. But it doesn't necessarily mean that Copenhagen is doomed for an investment, although it is definitely a big negative. We've seen a lot of the time the stickers and capsules that end up being really successful are the ones that also have a ton of demand. Kato 14, for example, is highly regarded in the community, and of course those command very high prices due to their insane demand, along with how short they are in supply. Now off the bat, we can definitely say that Copenhagen is in the lower tier of borderless stickers. It's right there next to, I'd say, probably Antwerp. Antwerp was a year that had pretty much only a couple really standout stickers. Most of the stickers in Antwerp were pretty lackluster. That's sort of the same kind of vibe I get from the Copenhagen stickers, because you have a lot of lackluster stickers that they put all of the hollow effect onto the border of for some reason, but you also have at least a small handful of stickers that are actually really good looking, like of course Lin Vision. A lot of people like Movie Star Koi, although personally I'm not a huge fan of that one. Virtus Pro is a pretty good one. Furia, of course, is a very nice one. But that's kind of where it ends, at least for Copenhagen team stickers. Pretty much every other sticker has one major flaw to it, which is that all of the hollow effect is actually on the borders of the sticker, and the majority of the sticker is a very lackluster hollow effect that you can't really see in game, which ends up making a lot of the hollows just kind of look like paper stickers, and no one wants to spend a premium price on paper stickers. So as a result, for a lot of people, Copenhagen has looked like a really lackluster year, and it hasn't really been drawing a whole ton of attention. If we look at the capsule ROI numbers, which to be fair, this is before the sticker sales, so these aren't completely accurate to what we should be analyzing, but you'll notice that of course these sticker capsules are really bad when it comes to actually opening them and getting your ROI. That's not to say that this is going to be permanent, because of course we are going to have the sticker sale at some point, and that could shake up the ROI numbers, but I would pretty much kind of doubt it. Like we just discussed, one of the fatal flaws of Copenhagen is that there are so many lackluster stickers in the year and only a handful of really nice ones. So when all the value in the capsule is concentrated onto just one sticker, and that sticker is already sort of mid to begin with, you end up with a tough situation where there isn't really a whole lot of ROI on opening the capsule, and therefore there isn't a lot of incentive to open it for the average person. Long term, this is also something that could negatively affect the capsule investors in Copenhagen, because if those capsules are not getting opened, and people are just going to get priced out when trying to sell them, which can only really cause losses or stagnation. So at the moment, with all the factors in mind, it does seem that Copenhagen is fairly bleak, but for you Copenhagen investors out there, I'm happy to report that there is at least one path that Copenhagen can take that could potentially make it a fairly decent investment. And that is essentially what I would call the fatigue effect. Since we've had so many borderless years and the interest in Copenhagen seems to be so low, if it ends up being a year where it doesn't really draw a whole ton of investment and people aren't really sitting on it too much, then we could have relatively low supply numbers on actual borderless stickers. borderless. And that would be sort of an interesting situation. Stockholm was a similar idea to this, where there isn't a crazy amount of supply of the capsules, and yet they are really nice looking stickers and borderless. And as a result, Stockholm was one of the greatest quick investments that the game has ever seen. The only thing to note here though is that Stockholm is held in much higher regard than Copenhagen is, so that definitely benefited it a lot more and gave it a lot higher chance. As I said in my previous video about Copenhagen, I would consider it to be a bit of a skip. We are seeing a lot of low prices right now on a lot of different capsules and stickers that are arguably a lot better than Copenhagen, so it may be smart to sort of direct your attention towards those rather than Copenhagen itself. Of course, we don't have the sticker sale yet though, so we will kind of have to sort of play it by ear. Go to Twitter, go to Reddit, go to whatever sort of communities you want to go to, and try to gauge and sort of get a good perception of what people are really thinking about Copenhagen, at least the casual person. In my experience doing this, it seems that a lot of people just kind of don't really care about it and sort of have already forgotten that it exists, but maybe you'll notice a little bit of a different trend. So we'll see how Copenhagen ends up panning out. Right now there's a little bit of uncertainty with its potential prospects because of how low its demand is. That could in turn also give it low supply. So we'll wait for the sticker sale and kind of get more data from that, and I'll have another video for you when that happens. In other news, we are still of course waiting for an operation. Hopefully that's in the works or at least coming soon, and the first CS2 operation could be a total banger. There are some people concerned that the game will kind of get abandoned, sort of like TF2 was, which doesn't really make any sense from a monetary standpoint, but Valve is historically really weird. I mean, they haven't even given us a decent anti-cheat yet, despite one of the worst exploiter problems that we've ever had in the entire game. And maybe I'll make a video about how Valve's incompetence with the anti-cheat and how rampant cheaters are could negatively affect the market. Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like on it. It helps me immensely and costs you absolutely nothing. Subscribe to the channel for the best CS2 investment tips anywhere else on YouTube. We have a great super active community over on Discord. Great place to go if you want some tips on your investments and things like that. And of course, be sure to click the link below to go check out GamerPay. They are up and running now after the API dilemma that we had. Anyway, thanks guys. See you next time. Peace. Here, just since I have this weird throat problem, I'll do a really deep voice piece for you guys. See you next time. Peace. Maybe now I'll actually get a couple females in the audience.